Hey friends, it's Teresa with Jeremiah Dreams. How is everyone doing tonight? You guys, come on in, say hello. I am streaming to you tonight through StreamYard. There have been so many difficulties with being able to see comments and stuff, so I am just transitioning over for Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We'll get it all straightened out. Hey, Teresa, how are you, lady? Come on in here. Y'all, we're going to do a little bit of painting. Where did I go? I had a little alarm go off, and when that happens, it just messes everything up. So I came right back. Hey, Regina, how are you, lady? Y'all come on in. And as you enter, please, I ask you to please let your friends know. Tag your friends by name. Hey, Jane, how are you, lady? Hadn't seen you in a while. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? I hope y'all are doing great. Please let your friends know that we're here. There's my friend Tabitha, caught me live. Yes, you did. Karina, how are you? You're beautiful, my friend. Y'all got to turn my little fan on. It gets a little hot in these lights. Y'all, by doing it this way, I am also streaming on YouTube right now. So we may have some YouTube people pop in here as well. And that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Hey, Barbara. Yes, good. Thank you, Janice. Y'all, I just am doing StreamYard tonight because I'm told StreamYard's not having any problems displaying comments. And what's my name? My name is Teresa, and I'm with Jeremiah Dreams. And if you are new to me, I sure would love to have you follow me. Hey, Tracy, how are you, lady? I'm so glad. I hope you're feeling so much better, girl. Hey, Beth, how are you, my friend? You guys, I am going to try something a little bit different. I picked up, remember seeing these? I think Katie Lara with Creative Crafting by Katie did a cool project on one of these. I got this on sale at Hobby Lobby. And hey, Cheryl. Hey, oh, thank you all for being here. I'm going to turn my camera down and we're going to do a little bit of redo of this. I was thinking about this the other day, how this might be a very cool craft project, probably is a better word to say. A really cool project. We're just going to start out with putting some white chalk paint on this. And I'm just pouring this straight on because I'm going to cover all of this embossing with the chalk paint. Oh, thank you, my friend Tabitha. You bought one of these? Oh, I know, Barbara. There's a lot of different things. I've had mine for a little bit, and there's a lot of different things you can do with these. But listen, being an artist, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm just going to first put a layer of this chalk paint on here and hope I don't get it all over my clothes, y'all. I should have put my little apron on, but I just need to calm down with the paint, don't I? Here we go. And I'm just going to go right to this seam with my white. I'm going to leave the back in the metal. But I was thinking it would be really neat to enhance all of this embossing a little bit. And I'm going to show y'all what I have in mind. I'm going to do it in my artistry painting style. And I want to get some of this excess paint off. And we're probably going to put another coat on here so it's got a nice covering. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? Are y'all having a good week? I hope so. Mine has been a crazy one. I had to go today to get my notary done. I've been a notary before. It's just been a long time when I worked at the hospital up in Mayfield, Kentucky. And I need to get it done again. So this is a different process here in Huntsville, Alabama. And I had to go to where our liability insurance is and I had to pay for the bond there. And then they sent me to the courthouse. So I went to the courthouse, which was at another location, and it was in a older district of Huntsville. Very, very cool district. Very old building. It was just really beautiful. Looks like a different spin on Katie. So mine's going to be it is going to be a different spin on Katie. She did some kind of wax things. I can't remember what she called them. There were things I had not seen before. But I'm going to do some painting techniques on this that I hope is going to be neat. I've been thinking about this for a little bit. We'll see what happens. So let me try this. Hi, Arcella, or Ari, is that, as you said, that we can call you. So anyway, hey, Miss Rita. I went to the courthouse and I could not find a parking spot. And so this being the older district, there's not a lot of parking spots. So I had to find a parking garage. And of course, you never know how much those are going to cost. I had to walk 3 blocks to get back to the courthouse, which is fine. But it was a little warm today, and I nearly sweated off my makeup. So I get up to the courthouse, and I let them scan my purse, and I go through the metal detector, and I say, where do I go to get my notary seal? And they said, oh, ma'am, that's not here. They've changed that. It's in the new service center over at this other address. So I had to walk 3 blocks back to my car in the parking garage, and I had to go to the service center, which was in another area of Huntsville. I'm going to add a little bit of another coat, just hitting some spots that it seems like it just needs a little bit more. And hey, Charlotte. Hey, Darlia, how are you? Luster Dust. Thank you, Kim. That's what she used. I could not remember. Thank you so much. Hey, Clara, how are you this evening? If any of you guys are new to me, I would be so honored to have y'all give me a follow. That would be amazing. I would just be so appreciative. So anyway, I go all the way back to my car in the parking garage and go to the service center. And I get there, have to go through the same rigmarole of they have to scan my purse and I have to go through a metal detector, which is fine. I mean, it's just, I'm always kind of wondering, what will they think of my lipstick tube? And oh, y'all, because one time I had, I kept my eyeglasses cleaner in an eyeglass case. And when I went to a concert at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, they didn't like my glasses case. I guess because it was just the right size that a weapon could be hidden in there, maybe. I don't know. So, you know, those things always make me nervous because I never know what they're going to say. No, you can't have that here, and throw away my stuff. But anyway, I get in there and you got to take a number. You go up to this kiosk and sign in, and you have to take a ticket, and then you have to wait for the big loudspeaker to call you. It's just all so technologically organized. But I got it done. But it took half the morning, y'all. So that was the beginning of my day till nearly lunchtime. And that's all right. Got it done. It's good for 4 years. So we're rocking and rolling now. Okay, so I'm just kind of hitting some spots that look like it might be a little thin on paint and just enhancing that a little bit. Now we're going to do some pretty things. Your cousin lives near Huntsville. Where? Because, you know, there's a lot of little communities around Huntsville, like suburbs and stuff. Hey, Estelle. Thank you for sprinkling, Ari. Raise my camera a little. Okay. I will do that. See if I can get y'all adjusted a little bit better. Oh, I know. I had it so close from another project the other day. It was hot there too, Sean says. Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't absolutely horrible, but whenever you're walking 3 blocks, thank you, Tabitha, when you're walking 3 blocks and trying to get somewhere and not take all the day long, you might work up a little sweat. And then my coffee was kind of found its way to where it probably, I need to go to the restroom. You're welcome, Kim. And I had to walk right beside the children's museum on the way back to the parking garage. So I thought, a children's museum will have bathrooms. And I went in there just to find a bathroom, and I did. But oh, it was an adventure. But we got it done. It's all good. So I'm not painting the back. I'm leaving it metal. And I'm just covering the embossing part with the white chalk paint. Oh, good, Cheryl. I appreciate y'all letting me know that it needed to be raised up a little bit. Now, what I want to do, hang on, is I'm going to start. Oh, I dropped a brush. Bear with me a moment. Let's see here. I have an idea. I'm going to use this elephant color. This is kind of a gray chalk paint. You don't have to use chalk paint at this point because you've already got the chalk paint down. But I'm a little undecided on aspects of it. Y'all, I tend to be the person that I let the paint tell me where to go next. I gotta get this lid off. Here we go. I'm holding it over the trash because there's always little crumbs. Here we go. All right. So I'm just going to set that right there. Set that right there. Okay. I want to take a smaller flat brush like this right here. I'm just going to tip it in here, and I want to just kind of create some shadow just to help enhance some of this embossing. I may have to go to a round brush. Let's try the round brush, my detail brush. That may do better for the effect I'm going for. I really just want to create shadows. So you see, it's a little bit of a spin on what Katie did, but with my own little flair. So let's use this to kind of fuzz it out a little bit. And hopefully, if this works like I think, it's going to make this embossing just pop even more. I'm just going to use a little bit and just kind of make this look even more three-dimensional. Now, y'all, if it doesn't turn out like I think, we'll just do something different. That's how I roll. Sometimes you never know till you try, though, right? And you know what? If I don't like it, it's just paint. We'll just cover it up. But hopefully, so the top and the bottom, I don't really know yet. I'm going to see where this takes me before I make that decision. I don't yet know if I want to keep it monochromatic. Right now, I'm thinking of leaving everything else metal and just focusing on this tin area. Now, granted, this is a little more time consuming than if you just did a napkin or something like that. You could, and it might give you some of the same effects. But being that I like to use paint for stuff, I like to see what I can do with it. I thought it would be kind of a neat thing to try. Because I know some of these areas, like this right there here, really needs to be enhanced. And once I get the paint down with my detail brush, I'm coming back in with my flat brush to kind of disperse the pigment. And so we may not get all of this done tonight, but I'm going to need y'all to kind of give me a little guidance on what y'all think will look good. Because sometimes I start with something like this and I get a little undecided. So what I'm wondering is, after I get this kind of enhanced, do we want to add some color just a little bit? Like, I don't want to be as transparent as that luster was. So this is where that detail brush is going to be really nice to get into these small spaces. And in some areas, like where this is really tight, I'm going to leave that darker. What do y'all think? Good idea, bad idea, what? Do you think we should add some color to some of these other areas? You think pastels? Okay, anybody else have some thoughts? Chime in. Y'all, I saw today, I forget what it was posted on. There was a post of a sunflower tree. It was a Christmas tree, totally decorated with sunflowers. The tad of color would be pretty, but not too much. Thank you, Cheryl. Look how it's already making these images pop even more. And so we just kind of, I'm going to just focus on this flower at the bottom, and we'll add some color to it. Let me wipe away some of this other color. Water makes a wonderful eraser for paint. If it starts getting to be thicker or heavier. So I'm getting ready to go on vacation, y'all. I can't wait. I'm just so ready. I'm like past due. And my granddaughter is so excited. Like tonight, she was just about to get in trouble from being so excited. So I want this to be versatile. Oh, thank you, Darlia. Thank you, girl. Maybe this will give y'all some ideas to kind of do your own spin. Yeah, she was about to get in trouble. She's so excited about our vacation. And we're all so ready. It's time for a break. Time to disconnect for a while. But I do plan to go live. Let me see, is there? Yep, there's a ridge right there. Y'all, it's so white. Some of these smaller details, it's hard to tell. And I'm taking some paint stuff with me. Got to be careful what I take and how much, because you know you're restricted on weight and stuff. Because we are going to fly. Y'all, it was cheaper to fly than to drive. We leave Saturday and we don't come back until the next Saturday. So it's going to be a nice break. Okay, I'm just going to finish this section and then we're going to add some color to this so that we can see kind of how that's going to look. A little more water. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. How are you feeling, Charlotte? You guys, I wanted to share with you too. You know, everyone's having a problem with Facebook allowing us to see comments. And even so, I tell y'all, I'm going to go back in and reply to your comments, but I can't access them. It's crazy. Y'all, I may be doing a little more and more with YouTube. We'll see how this goes with StreamYard. My only concern has been that sometimes StreamYard kind of, you lose some of your reach and stuff because Facebook doesn't care for third parties like StreamYard and stuff. But I mean, thank you, Darlia. Thank you, Charlotte. Y'all, I'm so ready. So this is kind of an experiment, but I do like the fact that this allows me to go live on YouTube as well. That's nice. Okay, so there's that little section. We're going to go ahead and work on some color for this. And in my mind, I see this as kind of a sunflower. So let's go ahead and pick up some yellow. Your hand is sore. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, girl. So sorry. I hope you get better very, very soon. I'm going to stick with my smaller flat brush if I can get a hold of it. Y'all, I saw a thing this week about this news anchor that had a stroke while on air. Did y'all see that? And her co-workers recognized what was happening. And got her help right away where she was able to get the TPA treatment. That was just really wild. And then we're going to go back and add some detail in this flower also. Need to make sure I can see my time. But I think that's going to be pretty. I know y'all suggested soft colors. We'll see how this looks, and if we feel like it needs to be soft, we can always add some white to mute it. But I hope this gives you the idea that if you see pieces in the stores that are embossed like this, you know, to try something a little different, create a painting surface out of it, or, you know, do some of that luster like what Katie did, or cover it with a napkin, but kind of lean into the artistic side of that embossing. What do y'all think? Yes, isn't that the truth? Unique doesn't need soft colors. Oh. All right, I'm going to some brown. I need to throw that bottle away. It's about empty. Here's a good brown. This is earth brown. Let's add some of this in there, and then we'll do some green. Y'all, I think I need to go get some more of this color too. Apparently I like it. And I did not clean my brush. I left some of that yellow in there. I'm going to go real easy around these edges. So have you guys had a good day? My granddaughter was like, Mimi, I want to go live with you. She's all excited and ready. Oh, Miss Charlotte. You love it as is? Are you talking about the way it is in the store, Estelle? I do too. I really do. You know, I've had this for a little while and I haven't done anything with it because I was a little undecided, but I couldn't get away from the idea of maybe just enhancing it. So, because Elena heard me say I had a live to do tonight for Craft Around the Clock. I want to come do your live with you. I said, honey, You can't do this one tonight, but I tell you what, when we're on vacation, we'll do a live together. And that seemed to satisfy her for now. Hi, Roberta. How are you, my friend? Yes, as it is. Oh, completely. Yes, ma'am, Estelle. Absolutely. I love it too. Yes, I do too. I just thought I wanted to try something a little different. And some of these shadows would kind of grunge it in the same respect. Um, I need to get some black because I want to add a little bit of depth to this brown. I'm going to get my little stylus. I don't think I have it out. Let's see. I just had it, y'all. What is this? I could use this. This will work. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Tracy. Are you here again? Oh, you're on YouTube. Oh, how cool is that? I see what you're doing, girl. So I'm taking some black and I'm just adding in some depth. Tracy, you tricked me. I was like, I thought I saw you earlier. Yes, Craft Around the Clock. Or is it's your My Sweet Home Living page, your YouTube channel. I need to begin working more with paying attention to my YouTube channel because, y'all, I just don't have a ton of confidence that Facebook will continue to be a platform that we can be successful with. I just have my doubts. Just have my doubts. So I'm just adding in some dots for some depth. There we go. I'm going to also pick up some white. Y'all, I'm using a screwdriver. Does that tell you anything? Hey, Mary, how are you? You're tired tonight. I understand, girl. Charlotte, she's a little mess. That's what that child is. She's been in a timeout situation for a couple of days for some behavior that she's had at daycare, and she has not been able to play on the playground for a couple of days. Imagine this, my extroverted grandchild now. And she's not been able to have toys for a couple of days. She can do hooked on phonics and some, things like that. But we're learning what consequences are. It's a hard lesson, but she's 4, and this is the time to learn those lessons. Right? That's what we did with our kids when we were raising children. You implement the consequences when they're little, and it makes consequences and stuff like that when they're teenagers a little easier. That's how we do. Hi, Elizabeth from Virginia. How are you this evening? Thank you for being here. And if anyone else is new to me tonight, I would love for you to follow me. So can you kind of see how this is giving it a little different effect? Facebook is not your friend today. It's freezing and kicking you off. So, Mary, that's why I'm doing StreamYard tonight, because it has been so wonky, and I just don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow, not a bunch, but kind of enhancing some of this lighter color, hitting that middle, hitting that 10. Okay, now what I want to do while we're here, I'm going to get my detail brush. I'm going to very lightly go between these petals. So if y'all decide to give something like this a try, you're not having to dream up your pattern or your image. It's there. You're just enhancing it. Hey, Wendy, how are you? So I used it because I could do the dots. I really wanted to use my stylus, but I've hidden it from myself. So see how those little streaks right there can help enhance that image. And I'm going to go back over with some yellow just to kind of tone it down a little bit. I have to let it dry just a little bit and then go back and tone it down some more. So I'm going to just go ahead and add a little bit more. I love these little detail brushes, y'all. Got them on Amazon. Turn this around just a little bit. I'm supposed to be on Sunday night. I'll be on my trip, and we're supposed to have another mystery box challenge Sunday night. Now I'll be on really late, and I did that on purpose because I didn't know what all we would be into, and I didn't want to commit myself to something that would really stress me out. You know, I'm supposed to be de-stressing on vacation. So I'm going over the brown with some yellow just to kind of tone it down. We've got a friend that's going to come dog sit our dogs at my daughter's house. So what do you think? It's something different. You do? Charlotte, you have a good memory, girl. I need to do some green. Let me grab some green because we've got a leaf in here we want to enhance. Here, I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to use basil. I love this color. What am I painting on? This is a pocket envelope I got on sale at Hobby Lobby, and this side is metal, and I'm leaving this like this. But this side was so embossed with some pretty sunflowers and greenery that I wanted to see what it would look like to cover this with white chalk paint, and I did it just to the seams, and then add some shadow and color to some of this embossing. That is it. So I'm kind of liking it, y'all. It's different. Let me get my flat brush to do this through here. And if you are a little unsure about your painting skills, you don't have to worry about your image. It's already here. It's embossed on here. And you're just kind of enhancing it. So I added some gray around the images to kind of give us some shadow and help that pop even more. Kind of trying to get my little detail curves going on in here. Here we go. Thank you, Darlia. Oh, thank you, Wendy. See, it's just something really, really different. Kind of a new take on this embossed metal. I'm going to get just a touch of brown to put some little bit of shadow area. As you know, I love shadow areas. Just around that edge. Even on this little stem right here. Not much. Just a little. And then I'm going to grab just a little bit of white and mix it in with that basil just to get a little highlight going on. And then I'm going to pick up some of the natural, the main primary tone of the basil and come back in the middle and kind of blend all that together. We've even got a little bit of a vein in here. I'm going to add a little darker right in that vein. And I'm trying to build it. I don't want to overdo it. There we go. So that just gives us another option with this thing. I see some greenery right through here. Let's do that. I'm going to use my detail brush on it because these are smaller. And actually, I guess that is another yellow petal right there. I couldn't tell at first what it was. And that dips in. Let's go ahead and fill this yellow. That'll kind of help that right there. And then these are leaves. I'm going to grab my flat brush and we'll go ahead and paint that. I love this basil color, y'all. It's kind of like a brighter version of olive green. And then this is another leaf area. I'm thinking, Katie suggested this, and I think I'm going to take her up on it, that I should paint a book. And I really thought about doing that tonight, and I could not find one. I'm going to have to go to Goodwill. I just haven't been over there and pick up an inexpensive book and paint on it for like a piece of decor. Oh, I know. That's right, Charlotte. Wendy, you didn't feel well today, so you decided you watched some different. Oh, yes. Listen, I've had trouble with Facebook all week. And that's why I am using StreamYard tonight, which also allows me to stream on YouTube. So it's kind of a win-win. All right, I need to put a little more gray right through here for my shadow. And you know, this may not be for everyone, and that's okay. It's just something different. Put a little gray in there in between. So as you can see, it'll take a little time, but I think it'll be worth it. I think the reward will be very worth it. So, what do y'all think? A yes or no, or eh? You know, you never know till you try, right? Just trying to blend some of these colors. And I think I'm going to put so I'm going through with a little bit of gray, which I think is going to help add a little more pop and dimension to this center. See? I'm gonna, I know you may not be able to see for just a minute. Maybe I can turn it this way and still get to it. Sometimes the angle, because this surface is also angled. And I'm gonna get this wet. Needs a little more water. Just kind of blend that out a little bit. Okay, we need to get a little bit of shadow on these other leaves. So I'm trying to just do what would be like the underside, the bottom, with a little bit of brown. Then we'll pick up a little bit of white. Get a little highlight going. Let's pick up a little more basil for the center and to help blend everything. Here we go. Oh, Tony, I'm so glad, girl. Oh, good, Tabitha. Wendy says the sound left. Is anyone having problems with my sound, hearing me? Wendy, it might be that you have to leave and come back. Y'all, it's just so wonky. Tony, I'm so glad you love that piece, girl. Here we go. Okay, good. Good. So maybe it's just on Wendy. She'll have to leave and come back. So this will take a little time. Now, I've got another kind of flower right here. I have no idea what kind that is. So I'm probably going to paint it a different color. I like the sunflower idea with this and this. And then I've got these, I don't know what they are. They could be baby's breath. They could be kind of like berries even. So I may do like a purpley kind of thing with these dotted sections as well. You have that bucket and you haven't done anything with it. Oh, yes. I know, darling, it has been difficult. That's why I'm doing StreamYard tonight. What color do y'all think I should do this flower? Oh, good, Wendy. All right. So I'm a little undecided about this flower right here. What color do y'all envision for that? I love when y'all help me with these projects. You watch Carol, my scroll wouldn't work. Oh no, that's horrible. So give me a suggestion for a color for this flower. Any ideas? Because I don't really know. I'm going to kind of do these with a soft lilac, I think. Maybe like a cornflower blue. You're loving burgundy, mulberry. That's kind of in the same family, isn't it? Let's see, what have I got? I don't have a burgundy, but I can make burgundy. I sure can. Let's do that real quick before we have to go because we have 1 minute left. I don't know what kind of flower it is. That's kind of what gives you some liberty to do whatever. We'll get a little red, a little black with it. Let's see what we get. Get a muted red, maybe. Let's see how that works. We're almost out of time. I don't want to go yet. Let's see. Let's just do a little bit right here. Oh, yeah, I kind of like that. That's going to be pretty. Yep, good choice, girls. I'll have to work on that. Y'all, I am out of time. Hi, Rula. I'm so sorry, girl. We're right here at the end. I am so sorry. So listen, I will be back. Get my camera stuff right. Goodness. And we may work on this tomorrow night and have some time together and do this again. Isn't that a pretty color? So y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all again very soon. Good night.